Hey team, welcome back to my channel. Today we have a full body sweat therapy workout, but before we get started, I feel that I would be remiss if I did not address what is going on, all the violence going on in the Ukraine right now. So I did want to take this moment to have a moment of silence to express my support for all those in the Ukraine right now. And if you're anything like me, then it's like maybe you're having a mixture of emotions every time you turn on the news or go on social media right now. I know I keep going on and thinking that I'm going to turn on the news today and they're going to tell me it's all over and they found a way to, agree upon things and, we're all good and we can move forward and stuff like that. But instead, every time I turn on the news or social media, I feel like I just keep hearing another layer of the onion is being pulled back and exposed of things are just getting worse and worse is how it feels. And so I'm left with this mixture of feelings of sadness and anger, frustration, disbelief all at once. So I just wanted to take a second and extend my support to all of those in the Ukraine. And I really want to emphasize the way I just phrased that. I said to all those in the Ukraine, I very intentionally did not state Ukrainians, although Ukrainian citizens are obviously part of that. I also keep seeing a lot of posts about racism happening on the border, which is really just another funky layer that's just been adding on to an already tragic story, where I hear about Nigerian students that are being told to wait and Ukrainians first and you get to go last. And if you come to my channel, there's 3 things that people notice pretty immediately upon coming here, right? I'm a personal trainer, I'm Black, and I'm a woman. Of those 3 things, I'd only be willing to give up one, and that's that I'm a personal trainer. So I am a Black woman first and foremost. And I'm not trying to say this to point fingers at Ukraine, because racism is not a Ukrainian problem. It's a worldwide problem. I know here in the US, that's obviously been put on full display for the past couple of years, especially. And therefore, it's going to take a worldwide effort to try and fix it. But I did want to intentionally state that I extend my support not just to Ukrainian citizens, but all those stuck in the Ukraine that are being exposed to this tragedy. And it's not right and it's not fair to tell Black people to have to wait and go to the back. It's like being told your life is less valuable than these lives, so they get to go first, and if we have time and room for you, you can come on last. And every time race comes into the conversation, people, some people will come out and say, just stick to posting about workouts, and they don't want to have these conversations because it makes them uncomfortable. But honestly, something that's morally corrupt should make you uncomfortable. And I think that's a good thing. You should feel rattled to your core to the point that you're bothered enough to try and fix it, to help create change. So I'm not going to apologize for making anybody uncomfortable. Like I said, I am a personal trainer, but I'm a Black woman first and foremost. And so I would be remiss also in not shedding light on that layer of ugliness that's also occurring in the Ukraine right now. So I really want to extend my support to all those in the Ukraine that are being affected by this, and extend my thanks to all those who are opening up their homes and creating a safe place for Ukrainians and people of Ukraine to find safety from all the violence that's going on. All right, team. So if you will, join me. We're going to go for 60 seconds, 1 minute, and say this mantra together. We pray for world peace. And I also want to point out that I usually do mantras of in the middle of a workout, I'll say, whisper to yourself, I am strong. But instead of using the word I today, because this is not a personal conflict, and I feel that I am not alone in wanting world peace, so I really want to use the word we. We pray for world peace, us together, because I do feel that despite all the horrible things that are currently happening, I do believe that the majority of this world wants the violence to end. So I invite you to bring the palms together up to the heart and just repeat, we pray for world peace for 1 minute. On the count of 3, let's work. 1, 2, 3. We pray for world peace. 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 Beautiful. Bat your eyes open and bring the thumbs to your heart. Feel your heart beat up against your thumbs for a moment here as we have this moment of silence for all those who have lost their lives, and extend our support to all those that are affected by this tragedy. So just take deep breaths here in this moment of silence. Thank you, team. Go ahead and bat your eyes open right here. And I'd like to extend this invitation. I know some of you might have just clicked on this video to have this moment of silence with me, and that's totally okay. But I would like to extend this invitation for you to now move with me and go through this sweat therapy with me, because I do feel like movement is not just for physical appearances, it also does such a wonder for mental and emotional health as well. So I designed this workout to try and be inclusive of all fitness levels. Obviously, I will not hit everybody, it's the best I can do, but there's no equipment required and you can modify any movement as you need. All right, team, so I extend this invitation to you to join me on the mat today. You don't need any equipment. Mat is optional and a water bottle if you need it. Let's get ready to rock. All right, team, we're gonna start with just a simple warm-up. We're gonna start with some hip openers to lateral shuffle. So go ahead and come towards one side of the mat. We're gonna take this inside leg, swing this hip open, shuffle across the mat, take the inner hip, swing it open, and then shuffle back. All right, team, just alternating sides right here. Remember to go at your own pace. It's just a warm-up. Beautiful. Good, team. Good. So I finished those of you who've been with me for a while, you know that I've been reading a lot. So I finished all the Harry Potter books, and I started reading A Man Called Uva, and it is so cute. Perfect, team. Let's go with one more each direction, wherever you are, even it out. Perfect. Go ahead and come towards the back of the mat right here. We're gonna come to high knees forward and butt kickers back, not for speed. We're just taking it nice and slow right here. Bring the knees up, all the way up, like you're marching across to the front of the mat, and then bring the heel up towards the booty and bring it back. All right, team? So just forward and backwards right here. Good, good. Getting those legs ready for what's to come. So, hang on, the plane is going overhead. Let me wait for it to pass and then I'll tell you what this book is about. Good, team. Good. Get the arms pumping with it. You do need everything nice and loose today. Like I said, it's a full body sweat therapy. Good. So everything needs to be a little loose. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come towards the center of your mat. Come into your natural squat stance. We're gonna come into a squat and then come on up, take that right arm, reach it over towards the left, get a nice stretch in the side body here. Back down to your squat. Left arm comes up, overhead, side body stretch on the left side. Just alternating sides right here, team. Good. So it's about this really like grumpy old man called Uva. This just in, I know you're all shocked to hear his name. So A Man Called Uva is about a grumpy old man named Uva. And it's supposed to be like humorous fiction, but if I just told you what it was about, it doesn't seem very funny. It's the way it's written makes it funny. Good, team. Good, let's go with a couple more here. But I call him a grumpalump. He's pretty grumpy. But the stuff he says is hilarious. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come back towards one side of the mat. We'll come right back into that hip opener to lateral shuffle. Like, he's very old and he has old school thought processes, you know? And so he made a comment about like how this younger generation is all self-employed people and they always go and buy fancy espresso machines, or they just go to stores and get their coffee made for them. And this whole generation of people that can't brew a proper pot of coffee or doesn't know how to change a tire and what's to come of us. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come towards the back. We'll come right back into those high knees to butt kickers. And it's funny because it's true. Good team. I personally, in my defense, I don't drink coffee. So why would I ever brew a pot? So I don't know how to brew a pot of coffee. And I don't know how to change a tire on a car, but I bet I could figure it out. At the end of the day, I'm still an engineer. So I bet I could figure it out. But I've never actually looked into it. He's totally right on that. I'm like, oh, I have a problem. I have a Toyota, so I'm like, I'm just going to Toyota and getting my car fixed. Perfect, team. Good. Beautiful. Go ahead and come back towards the center. We'll come right back into those squat to alternating overhead reaches. Good, team. Good. So this isn't a series. It's just like a one-off good, at least I don't think it's a series. I think it's just a one-off good book. It was really highly ranked. So it's not just me that likes it. So that's why I bought it. But you know, I have Audible, I listen to audiobooks. And so you get like 1 credit a month. And I was looking for a new series. And I just really want to take my time picking a new series, you know? Perfect. Just go with one more on the other side, even it out. Beautiful. Go ahead and take the feet nice and wide. Bring the arms out in a T formation to mirror. We're gonna come to some windmills. I'm gonna go ahead and take the left hand, reach towards my right toe, back to center. Right hand goes towards the left toe, back to center. All right, team. Alternating sides right here. Get a nice stretch in the hamstring, as well as getting this nice spinal twist. Beautiful, kind of a full body experience here. Junior high gym class move that, if you guys have been with me for a while, you've probably heard me say this. Simple but effective. I love simple but effective movements. Those are my favorites. Good, team. Beautiful. Let's go with one more. Even it out wherever you are. Beautiful. Go ahead and bend just the right knee. Keep those legs out nice and wide. Maybe even bring them a little further apart if you're like me and you need a wider stance. Then bend just the right leg. Get a nice stretch in the left groin. Good. Good, team. And then go ahead and switch. Beautiful. Get a nice stretch in that right groin. I'm feeling tight. I've been doing some long runs like for 3 days in a row, which I don't usually run 3. I mean like a 2 days on, 1 day off type of person. So 3 days in a row is a lot for me, so I'm feeling it. Perfect, team. Go ahead and bring the feet together. We're gonna go ahead and come down onto the mat, onto all fours. Palms and knees right here, present to the tops of those feet. As we come into a cat-cow, big arch in the back, look forward. Hair flip. And curve, belly button to spine. Good, team. Big arch. Good. And curve. Beautiful. Wiggle it out. Get a little weird. We'll go with one more each. Big arch. And curve. Beautiful, team. Go ahead and come into a neutral spine right here. You're going to curl those toes under. Peel the hips up nice and high. Pedal it out for a second. Shake off your fluff. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and kick the right leg up high and then step it through into your runner's lunge. Find your footing first, then go ahead and drop that back knee, uncurl the back toes and take a big beach ball up overhead. Get this left hip tucked up underneath you and then lean into the stretch. You should feel a nice stretch in the front of this left hip flexor. Good. Beautiful. And then when you're ready, we'll go ahead and go a big open twist to the right. So left arm goes forward, right arm goes back. Hello, ocean. Beautiful as always. I actually turned and got some like sprinkles in my face, I heard a wave crash, and so some of the leftover mist just came and got me in the face. Felt good. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come back to center right here. Plant the palms, lift up that back knee, and then go ahead and step the right foot back to meet the left. Shake it off right here for a moment, and then we'll do the same thing on the other side. So go ahead and take the left foot, kick it up high, and then bring it on through runner's lunge. Find your footing first, then drop that back knee, uncurl the back toes, and take a big beach ball. Should feel a nice stretch in the right hip flexor. Beautiful, team. Good. Slight back bend here. Let in fresh air. Beautiful, team. And then big twist to the left. Right arm goes forward, left arm goes back. Good. You guys can't see it, but there's mountains on the other side. So big open hug to the mountains on the other side. Beautiful, team. Good. Good. When we're ready, go ahead and cartwheel it back forward. Plant those palms, lift the back knee, and go ahead and step that left foot back to meet the right. Shake it off right here. Last little shake off. Walk those hands back towards the feet. Roll it up. Get some water if you need it. and we'll come into this workout. All right, team, so coming into the first portion of this workout, if you will, this is a no repeat workout, so it's 10 different exercises. First exercises we're gonna do is a squat to a high knee. So go ahead and come to your natural squat stance. You're gonna squat down, come up, bring the right knee up, squat back down, bring the left knee up. So just alternating sides right here, team. Magical me managed to forget her timer today. So your girl is using her phone. I'm gonna try not to step on it. So we got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Beautiful. Good. Good, team. Breathe through it. Yeah, my timer is a lot easier to read because I can sit it up, you know, or it sits itself up, I should say. So that's okay. We can work with this. I've actually done this before. Admitting to all my mistakes. I have forgotten my timer before. Good, team. And use my phone discreetly. Good, team. Perfect. Shake it off. I'm gonna move my phone to the side. We're gonna come to a front lunge to a front kick. So go ahead and come towards the back of the mat right here. Let's go ahead and lunge forward with the left foot right here. Kick the right foot forward, step it back to that reverse lunge, push back. So lunge, front kick, lunge, push back. If you have sensitive knees, it's also okay to not get super low like I just did. You can do a nice high lunge and keep the kick super low. We're not at karate championships. It's okay to kick nice and low, step back and step back. All right, team, do the best you can. 30 seconds staying on the same side, then we'll switch sides. When you're ready, team, let's work. Good. Beautiful, team. Nice strong legs here. Good. Remember to go at your own pace, just like the warm-up. You don't have to match me. I am just your humble guy. Good, team. Yeah, so anyways, a man called, if you've ever seen the movie Up, it kind of reminds me of him. He's like a grumpy old man, and then that little kid kind of softens him up, you know? That's what he reminds me of. Ooh-wah. Beautiful. Same thing, other side, the right foot's gonna lunge forward this time. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Oh, lost my balance. So if you're anything like me, it might take an extra beat to find your balance on the opposite side. Take your time here. Good. Beautiful. Good, it's your workout, not a race. Good. Beautiful. This is usually the side that I have more trouble balancing on, so I probably should have started with this side. It's okay. I had surgery on my right knee, so it just struggles a little more. Perfect, team. Good. Shake it off. We're gonna come to 30-second butt kickers to get the heart rate up right here. So bring the heels up towards the booty. We can keep it nice and low impact right here, or we can turn it into a little bit of a jog. All right, team, when you're ready, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good, team. So I figured it out. I moved the water bottle and placed the phone against the water bottle. Now I can see it better. Good, team. Good. Beautiful little heart burst right here. Sweat therapy. I'm already, it's actually like 80 something degrees out. So I'm sweating already. Good, team. Beautiful, a few more seconds, stay with me. Good. Perfect, go ahead and come down onto palms and toes into a pike position. So go ahead and peel the hips up nice and high right here. And go ahead and take the right leg, kick it up into a three-legged dog. Then imagine a big hurdle's right in the middle, and you wanna bring that knee up and over to kiss the right elbow back up to your three-leg dog. All right, team, so 30 seconds staying on the same side. Let's work. Beautiful. Good, team. Shift forward. Use your core here. Beautiful. Try and actually touch your elbow if you can. Good, team. Good. Hollow out that body. Big hurdle right in the middle. Up and over. Good, team. Got about 10 seconds left. Stay with me. Good. Beautiful. Full body experience here. Good, team. Perfect. Go ahead and bring the foot all the way through. Step it up. Pivot on the back foot and stand up right here. Open up into warrior two, so you're pressing into the outer edge of that back foot. We're gonna come to a stationary warrior two. So right here, we're gonna go ahead and straighten out that front leg. Both arms come up and then sink into it. Up, sink into it, and the arms are moving with it. We got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Beautiful. Good. Get a nice stretch. Good. While you work. Working those legs. Sometimes it's like movements like this, that slow burn that you end up really feeling. Good, team. Good. Option to Widen out your base. Make that lunge a little wider if you need to. Good. Beautiful team, few more seconds. Arms are feeling it. Stick with me. Perfect team, go ahead and pivot on that back foot. Plant the palms and step that right foot back. Do the same thing on the other side. So we'll take that left foot up into three-leg dog and bring that knee up and over towards the left elbow and back up. We got 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Beautiful. Hollow out that body. Good team, use your core. Beautiful. And use your glute at the top if you want. Give a little bit more height here, really squeeze into that glute. Good team. Strong bodies here. Good, we got less than 10 seconds. Stay with me. We'll do 5 exercises and then take a water break. So if those of you who are counting, we're almost at 5. Perfect team. Go ahead and step it through. Go ahead and pivot on that back foot. Rise up. Open it up into warrior 2. We got stationary warrior 2 lunges right here. 30 seconds on the clock, team. Let's work. Good. Just this movement. Then you can take a water break. So now the shoulders are working. Stick with me, embrace the heat. Feel that burn. Good team. Good. Breathe through it. Enjoy the ocean view. Beautiful team. And gaze goes over those front fingertips as you open it up into warrior 2. Good team, few more seconds. Strong legs. Perfect team. Shake it off, drop the arms, literally shake, shake, shake those wrists and shoulders. Go ahead and bring both feet together, get some water if you need it, and we'll come into the second half of this workout. All right, team, so coming into the second half of this workout, we're gonna start with a prisoner good morning to a lateral leg lift. It looks like this. You're gonna put the feet about hip width apart, have a slight bend in the knees right here. Bring both arms up behind the head. And from here, you're gonna hinge at the hips, keeping that back nice and flat as low as you can with keeping the back nice and straight. Come on up and then lateral leg lifts. I'm gonna go ahead and take my right leg, bring it out to the side. Prisoner good morning from here. Left leg goes up out to the side, back down. All right, team, remember to keep this back nice and straight. So if you come down and you kind of feel your back starting to do this number and start to curve, just go ahead and come up from there. Don't worry about getting super low to the ground. All right, team, just make it your workout. Really engage that core and keep the back nice and straight. When you're ready, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. Beautiful, team. Engage that outer hip on that lateral leg lift. Beautiful, team. Good. I can feel this is gross. I feel my sweat dripping down into my mouth. Ew. Good, team. Side note, I know it sounds gross, but I actually love to sweat. It's detoxifying. It feels awesome. Good. Hence the name of this workout. Sweat therapy. Good, team. Good. Beautiful. Perfect. We're gonna go ahead and come into some lateral high knees. So I'm gonna go ahead and come towards one side of the mat right here, and I am just gonna high knee it across the mat and back. All right, team, get that heart rate up. We got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Good. Good, team. Good. You can imagine, or you can actually place like hurdles that you're gotta step over all the way across. Good, team. Good. That makes me think of soccer days, or as people in every other country call it, the football days. Good. That was for those of you who are new here, that was my sport of choice growing up. Good, team. Perfect. Shake it up. We're gonna go ahead and come down into some push-up to rotation. So go ahead and come down onto palms and toes right here. Do not turn this video off because I said push-ups. They're good for you. All right, team. So go ahead and come down onto palms and toes right here. We're gonna push up from here and then flip our way over to our right hand and the outer edge of the right foot, inner arch to the left. Open up the left arm rotation from here. Back to our push-up. Back over to the left hand, alternating sides, right arm goes up. Also option, we're still working on some upper body strength, to come down onto the knees right here and do the exact same thing. All right, team, when you're ready, pick whatever option is best for you today, or don't feel obligated to stick to one or the other. Maybe if you're like, I can do push-ups, but maybe not 30 seconds, start in palms and toes and then drop if you need to. All right, team, we got 30 seconds on the clock, let's work. Or if you start out on the knees and then you're like, it's kind of easy, I encourage you to push your limit and pop up onto those toes a bit. Good. Try one solid push-up, see how it feels. See how it goes. Good, team. Beautiful. I feel like feeling strong is one of the greatest feelings ever. Side note, and I just did that, this big piece of grass just fell out of my hair. I just saw it, so if you saw it too, yep, it just came out of my fluff. All right, team, perfect. Go ahead and drop, flip over onto our backs right here. We're gonna come into some flutter kick leg raises. So a lot of you guys have heard of both those movements where you've done flutter kicks or you've done straight leg raises like this. We're gonna combine the two. Flutter all the way down and all the way back up. Hands underneath the booty for support. Really actively keep that lower back pressed into the ground. All right, team, when you're ready, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Beautiful. Nice strong cores here. Good. Good, and you can relax the head. Beautiful. Keeping that lower back pressed. If you feel like you're coming down, the lower back is coming up, just don't go down as far. Maybe come just to right here, back up. Just go as low to the ground as you can while keeping that lower back really pressed. Good, team. You don't want to be able to slide your hand underneath. Good. Beautiful. Perfect, team. Go ahead and drop. We're going to come into some plank to pike reach backs last exercise. So go ahead and come into a plank position, palms and toes right here. And then you're going to pike it up, peel the hips up nice and high, and keep a nice wide base here. So unlike a regular plank where you might be used to being right here, take the feet nice and wide for stability. As you're going to peel the hips up into a pike, take the right hand, reach it towards your left toe, back to plank, come back up, left hand goes towards the right toe, back to plank. Just alternating sides right here. And if you're a little like not confident coming onto one hand, it's also okay to just come into a regular plank to pike and just alternate between these two. All right, team, we got 30 seconds on the clock. Let's work. Beautiful, and don't worry about touching your toe. Just do the best you can. If you're like me, you might find that it's much easier to touch on one side than the other. That's okay. Good. Then we know about our unevenness and we can work on fixing it. All good things. Good, team. Good. All of us have like a dominant side, probably a more flexible side, a stronger side. That's okay. Beautiful. Perfect, team. Go ahead and drop, shake off those wrists, get some water if you need it, and we'll come into a cool down. All right, team, so coming into a cool down, go ahead and come down onto the ground right here. We're gonna come into a butterfly stretch. So bring the bottoms of the feet together. Woo, I got some nice shin sweat. Go ahead and sit up nice and tall right here. Good, and deep breaths, bring the heart rate back down. So, Man Called Uva, it kind of reminds me of the guy on Up. It's just a one-off book, and I wanted to, the reason I picked a one-off is because I wanted to kind of do more research and make sure I really pick a good series to move on to next, because series are just more of a time commitment, so I'm being a bit pickier there. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come into a cross-leg position. Let's go ahead and come down onto the left palm to start, and then when you feel comfortable, you can venture onto the left forearm, and then from there, you can bring the right arm up overhead. Good, nice stretch in the side body. Make sure to keep this right hip really planted as you come into the side body stretch, and stay open. Try not to collapse forward, but stay open. Beautiful, team. Good, go ahead and come on up, same thing, other side. So you can start with just coming onto the right palm, and then as you get comfy here, maybe you don't get comfy, maybe you just stay here and that's enough for today. Also totally fine. You can venture onto the right forearm though if you want a little more. And then when you're ready, you can bring the left arm up overhead, side body stretch. Good. But yeah, so series are just more of a commitment, and so I just wanted to make sure I pick a good one before investing like that. Investing my time and my once monthly Audible credit to something that I really want to listen to, you know, because I do listen to like an hour a day. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come back to center right here, and we're gonna go ahead and take the feet out nice and wide, and go ahead and take both arms and reach them towards just the right foot. Don't worry about touching the foot. Just give it that intention. Maybe we wrap a towel around and hold onto the towel, or just do the best you can, team. Yeah, so you only get one credit a month, which is one book, and I will, most of them, or at least the books that I've read, are like somewhere between 10 and 30 hours, so I will go through that in a month pretty quickly. Yeah, easily. It's like I listen to at least an hour a day. Perfect, team. Go ahead and same thing other side. Go ahead and reach towards that left foot, ankle, shin, whatever you can reach. So open to suggestions. Feel free to drop a comment below and tell me a book series that you really enjoyed or would recommend. I like science fiction. I like fantasy. Particularly, I like books that are about things that I can't see in everyday life, per se. Nothing horror. I don't want to be scared. That doesn't really go with my taste, per se. Perfect, team. Go ahead and come back to center and literally shake it off. Wiggle the knees and wiggle the feet all the way back to center right here. Bend the knees generously and grab onto your toes. And then when you have a hold of them, walk the feet out into this forward fold right here. Don't worry about locking straight. It's okay to keep a nice bend or even a generous bend. And then when you're ready, let the head go heavy. Turn into yourself right here. Create your own little love cave. What up, self? Stretching out those hamstrings and the lower back right here. Beautiful. Good. Oh, little love cave. I actually love doing this. Do you ever have those moments? I don't have the right shirt on for it, but do you ever have those moments where you bend over something like this and you have a big neck hole and your head kind of goes in your neck hole? I love moments like that. They're kind of just a moment of fun for no reason, you know? Good. Go ahead and roll up and come to a comfortable seat of your choice. I'm gonna go ahead and rock it crisscross applesauce style, and then go ahead and walk the pinky fingers together behind the back, opening up the chest right here. Beautiful, especially people with desk jobs, or if you're like me and you're just tight in the shoulders for kicks and giggles. This stretch feels awesome, opening up the chest and the heart, and getting those shoulders to rotate the other direction instead of always hunching forward, you know? So sit up nice and tall here. Enjoy this stretch. Deep breaths, bringing the heart rate down. Perfect, team. Go ahead and release like on a slingshot. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Good, shake it off. Literally shake, shake, shake. Shake, shake, shake. Shake your booty. All right, I'm done. All right, when you're ready, go ahead and bring both palms together and bring them up to the third eye. Thank you so much for joining me today, team. I hope you guys enjoyed this sweat therapy workout and enjoyed our moment of silence. So keep the support going. And if you have any like reputable links, places to donate that are good and legitimate, feel free to drop them below, because I know myself and probably a lot of people in this community are looking for ways to help the best that we can. So if you know of ways that we can donate material goods or money or time, please drop that in the comments below as well. All right, team, if you enjoyed this workout, please hit the like and subscribe button, because I have new workouts every single week and occasional new fun vegan recipes. If you're ready to join me in saying the divine in me honors the divine in you. Namaste. I'll see you guys next time.